She's back. Not me, our own Nancy Guppy with her top 5 entertainment ideas to keep you from boredom and fill up that downtime. And she's here with quite the eclectic lineup.
Yes.
Nancy,
yes.
Love to see you as always.
Great to see you in the beautiful pink.
Thank
Loving
you.
it, loving
Spring.
it.
Spring is here.
We need it on this crazy rainy day. My gosh, wow.
I hate it.
I know.
We're starting with a visual artist, David Eisenhower.
Yes, so this is currently at Harris Harvey Gallery. The show is called Land and Sea, an exhibited bronze sculpture by David, and I think we have a photo of him. So David describes himself as a naturalist at heart. So this show is a collection of sculpted kelp and seaweed forms that anchor themselves to found objects in water, such as rocks, a horseshoe, I think we're going to see, a keyhole, an old gas pump. So the fusion of oceanic life forms adhering themselves to inanimate objects is a reminder of how human activity impacts the natural world. In other words, this is my take, nothing is an island. We all impact each other, so it's important to think about how we move, operate, act in the world. So what we do, what we throw into the water, whatever else, it's going to be kind of live things are going to come around it. So just to be thinking about, it's an environmental thing, but it's also about just beauty as well. So there's a message to this show, but it's not like hitting you on the head, right? So it's
art
beautiful.
Was so intricate.
It's really beautiful.
And really beautiful.
Yeah, he's a pro, and Land and Sea runs through May 2nd. So it's a great
little
show.
time
Little
for
time
people
to see that
see
one.
it.
Yeah.
We're moving to a rock opera solo show.
Yes,
Bama Roger,
yes.
Tell me more.
Yeah, Bama Roger, she is a tremendous artist. She's actually one of the people that sings with the Beatle concert, which I've told you about over the years.
And then my Aunt Jill.
Yes, yeah, there
she
you
really
go.
wants to go.
So she's an actor, improviser, singer, and writer, and she has written her first ever rock opera. It's called Mother Nature, The Farewell Tour. So Bama plays Mother Nature, and the gist of this story is that we humans have kind of lost our way. We're doing things that hurt us individually and collectively, and Mother Nature intervenes to help us reconnect with our fundamental goodness, I could say, or best intentions. So it is a rock opera, so there is a live band. It's a killer lineup of musicians, and Bama herself is super funny. So there's going to be a lot of laughter in this as well.
So
this
a
is
little
gonna be a
comedy during
comedy,
it as well?
Music, yeah, great narrative. So this show runs April 2nd through the 5th at the Intimont Theater on Capitol Hill. It's going to be good because she's a true talent. I mean, she's just awesome.
I haven't been to that location in Capitol Hill. Is it intimate?
It is. It's a very small space. It's right on like Harvard Avenue East, right off kind of Broadway. So it's a great little spot. It's a really nice space.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she'll knock your socks off.
Yeah, that sounds different, but very exciting.
Yeah.
We're moving to another musician, Braley Sangster.
Yeah, so Leslie Braley and Johnny Sangster, these are two very seasoned, outstanding musicians, and they came together in 2020 and have since put out a few albums. Their most recent album was called Candy Wrappers, and they actually played on Art Zone recently, and we have a clip of that performance. I think we're going to roll that, get a little sound.
Avoiding the exit, heading south, never choose.
So Johnny and Leslie, in that performance, they're joined by Keith Lowe, who's a killer bass player, and Kevin Warner on drums. They also have Dan Walker often on keys. They're really, really good. They got a really nice groove, a really nice vibe. They know how to write songs, and they've got a few shows coming up this spring. And I want to mention one, which is a benefit concert at the Royal Room for kind of immigrant safety. And it's on May 8th, and ticket info is on the New Day website for that.
What a cool sound.
Yeah,
and
it's
just
really
to hear
beautiful.
them live, like live music, there's nothing like it.
There's nothing like live music. I love it so much. I go to a lot of it, actually.
I know you
more
do.
and more. It's been really fun.
You inspire me because I feel like I need to get out more because you're always going to these really cool shows.
And it's hard though because you get up pretty early.
It's
you know
true.
what I mean? So, we got to go to like shows that start at 8 o'clock, which is my sweet spot. Totally my sweet spot.
My friends and I have been talking about, can we get everything starting earlier and earlier?
And
like these
sitting
concepts.
down.
Yes.
And sitting down.
I'm there. That's where I'm at. Next up, a performance artist.
Yes, okay.
I must know about this one.
Right, so we're going to start with the space itself. Base is a really cool performance space. So it's located down at the Equinox Artist Compound in Georgetown. The mission of Base is to facilitate and support the artistic process. So Artists, they apply for base residencies, which are 2 weeks of unrestricted 24/7 access to the space where they get to work out all sorts of creative ideas. And then at the end of their 2-week residency, there's some sort of loose work in progress performance. All right. Up next is the internationally acclaimed artist Alex Tatarsky. Now, I have never seen Alex, but I know that she is funny and fearless, and it's kind of definitely out of the box a bit. And her open to the public performance is going to take place April 10th and 11th. And so you see all these things. Like there's a chicken, right? There's a rubber chicken. So what she's doing is, I think, this it's clown-like. But there's also all sorts of darker, not dark, but underbelly kind of messages being done. It's not just like I'm a clown. There's a lot going on there, and she really does have a huge reputation. So you don't know what you're going to get exactly, but I can tell you it's going to be interesting. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Amplify Courage.
Courage. So Nicole John Sears has put together a very powerful benefit concert called Amplify Courage. It's all about bullying prevention awareness. So the lineup includes Nancy Wilson of Heart fame, Chris Ballou, Aaron Jones, who apparently is opening for Rolling Stones these days. Now, one thing I really like about this event is that the emphasis is not just on the victims of bullying, but on those who bully, because as we know, often bullies have been bullied themselves, and everyone in that cycle, that vicious cycle, needs care and attention. So Amplify Courage happens Saturday, April 4th at the Moore Theater, and again, ticket information on the New Day website. It's a really important, obviously a really important subject. So, any way that it can be addressed in a positive way, man, right on, more power.
And I like what you said about bullies, because we don't always think about what they've gone through to get to where they are.
They're not doing what they're doing out of a vacuum. They were hurt in some way, and that's why they're lashing out. It's just the way it is. You don't give them a pass on it, but you also have compassion for them.
Definitely. Nancy, thank you so much for being here. And of course, you can find Art Zone on Seattle Channel 21 as well as streaming. Thanks for spending time with us today. And for more New Day fun, subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 Plus for free. Don't forget to enjoy your new day. And we'll see you next time.